सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतम् स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमतामज्ञानमन्मोलयन् पश्यन् विश्वमपीदमुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः। तस्मै श्री रमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। ओम नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय। श्लोका 18 and 19 together. 18 sorry 19 and 20 together. देहात्म भावे यजडौ समानौ एकस्य देहे सुदीप्त आत्मा आक्रम्य देहं च जगच्च पूर्णः परस्य मेयं तनुमात्रमात्मा। नेक्स्ट 20th। अज्ञस्य विश्वस्य च विश्वमस्ति पूर्वस्य दृश्यं जगदेव सत्यम् परस्य दृश्याश्रयभूतमेकम् सत्यं प्रपूर्णं प्रविभात्य रूपम्। Very important two shlokas, almost the same. 19 and 20 are almost the same. Very important. Dehatma bhave. First word, Dehatma bhave. What does that mean? I experience my body intimately than all of your bodies, isn't it? I experience my body very intimately than all your bodies. What is the difference between your body experience and my body experience? Let us take first all your bodies. When I experience your bodies, I experience in the terms of certain features, in terms of height, in terms of weight, in terms of color also. But whereas my body experience is very intimate, your body experience is remote, not controller, remote, it's far away. Your body experience is far away, but whereas my body experience is very intimate. And when I see your body as experience, I can see only certain features. As I told, in terms of color, height, weight, etc. And I have to use certain sense instruments or organs to see your body. Whether the body is going through, not going through, whether the body is in terms of height or weight. If I close my sense organs or sense instruments, I cannot experience your body. At the same time, I cannot experience your pain or the pleasure also. What the body is going through, in your body, what you are going through, I cannot experience the pleasure and pain, because that pleasure and pain is intimate in your body as your experience, but from far, I cannot see. I can see only the gross features. And comment upon also. Very important. But whereas my body, I can intimately experience. I don't need any sense, instrument and organ to use for my body experience. If an insect bites your body, the pain which you undergo, I cannot see that, but you can intimately feel the pain. But whereas the same insect bites me, I can see the area of the insect which is bit, and also the pain intimately I can see. This is called Dehatma Bhava, an intimate experience of a particular body. Here, particular body means my own body. Dehatma Bhava. And Ramana Maharshi says, very important point to note, this Dehatma Bhava is common to both Jnanis and Ajnanis. This Dehatma Bhava is common to both Jnani and Ajnani. This particular experience, intimate particular experience or intimate biological experience. Jnani continues to feel hungry when the body or prana feels hungry. He continues to feel hungry. He will eat. Nicely he will eat when the body is or the prana is feeling hungry. When body or prana is not feeling hungry, he will not feel hungry. That kind of hungerness, non-hungerness is there in Jnani's body also, in Jnani's mind also. Better note. Jnani will go through the physical pain, all biological pain he goes through, just as Ajnani goes through. There is no difference at all. Jnani will go through the pain, sickness, corona injection pain also if it is there after injection, if it is there. And suppose if that Jnani wants to take injection. Here, if I say he feels the pain, there is a group which says that, sorry, even Jnani feels hungry. If I say, but there is another group which says, no, Jnani will not feel hungry because Jnani has become Ishvara. If somebody else feels hungry, he feels hungry. This is one objection because Jnani has become Ishvara. Somebody else should feel hungry. Then if he eats, will that person get satisfied? Hunger will go? No. So this is a misconception. Most of us think that Jnani will not feel hungry. As Kunwar 2 days asked before. See, this is the answer. Dehatma Bhava is common to Jnani and Ajnani. This is a big step in Vedanta understanding. Not yet over, it will come. We will conclude properly. He will feel pain. He may avoid Agami karma. Jnani may avoid Agami karma because there is no Kartrutva Bhava or Bhoktrutva Bhava now. So Agami will not come. He may avoid Sanchita also because he has become a Jnani now. But he cannot avoid Prarabdha karma. He has to exhaust Prarabdha karma. That exhaustion of Prarabdha is only through pain and pleasure. And to experience or exhaust pain and pleasure, he should have Dehatma Bhava. Not concluded. This is first stage. Now, with this, we understand that there are many stories about Ramana Maharshi, which I also have told you here and there, for most of you have told, that Ramana Maharshi underwent a surgery. He underwent a surgery without taking anesthesia. So that is a story which we have heard. It is not there in any of the talks. I also have told this story to you. After reading this shloka, I thought that story is false. Because Dehatma Bhava continues. It is part of the Prarabdha. And there is one more story also, that Sadashiva Brahmendra, a Mahayogi Tapaswini, who was just walking on the banks of the river. Some Nawaba That Nawab, you know who is that Nawab? ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ ಬೇಡ ಅಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಭಾರ್ಗವ ಕೈ ಮುಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. Okay, I will respect. So somebody cut the hand of Sadashiva Brahmendra and he was not aware and he continued walking, and again somebody fixed the hand and he still continued walking. These are the stories we have heard. Similarly with case of Ramana Maharshi also. But see this shloka, what he's telling. Dehatma bhave. Not only that, you see there, he clarifies saying that Gnya dash, you put dash, Gnya Jadau. Gnyaha means Jnani, Jadau means Ajnani. So Jnani and Ajnani share a common Dehatma Bhava. Common means not, their body experience, and Ajnani's body experience. Samanau. Samanau means what? Both of them, with respect to Deha Abhimana, they have their own intimate experience. They go through the prarabdha. So this knowledge is very important to us, this conclusion, because Vedanta will not solve any of our biological problem. This we should make it very clear. Vedanta will not solve any of our biological problem. Be clear on this. I read one of the quote of Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. I am not getting it. It is a half quote. It is there in my mind. It is a half thing. It's not complete. He says, Vedanta will not make the dead man alive, but will make dead to the entire world of ephemeral objects and situations. Something like that. A beautiful quote. Vedanta will not make dead man alive, but will make dead to all the ephemeral objects and situations. There is one more quote following this. I am not remembering that. Same thing is this shloka is also telling. Jnani have to go through biological pain. Vedanta will not change this. Then what does Vedanta do, if you ask? Vedanta will give a solution for the psychological impact for the biological pain what I am experiencing. Vedanta will give a solution for the psychological impact for the biological pain which I am undergoing. Very important step. See how Ramana Maharshi is building the knowledge. And without anesthesia, with anesthesia, in doing. Even if it is there, even if that kind of a siddhi a jnani has, let him have or let her have, but that doesn't do anything with jnanam. That doesn't do anything with my self-knowledge. For example, we all know that sunrise experience is universal. Sunrise experience is universal, we all know. And before studying science, what was my conclusion? That Earth is at the center, Sun is rotating around the Earth. This conclusion we gave before studying Vedanta. After studying Vedanta, what happened? Sorry, after studying science, what happened? Earth is rotating around the Sun, but Sun is stationary. Sun rising and setting is universal. This experience, Vedanta will not change. Sorry, science will not change. Even now, we see sun rise and set, but there is a change in my conclusion. Before studying science, there was an experience, I had a wrong conclusion. After studying science, there is an experience, but there is a change in conclusion. What is that changed conclusion? That sun is not moving, Earth is moving. That is the right conclusion. Before studying science, sun was moving. Similarly, experience every day it is happening. Even now, many people knowing this knowledge, many people travel 500, 600 kilometers. They go to Kanyakumari and take sunrise photo, knowing that sun doesn't rise and set. Murka. And not only Kanyakumari, here, just front of in Arunachaleshwara, we are seeing behind Arunachaleshwara, sun rises. Take photo. And so beautiful it is. Isn't it? Our person is a Shiva Aradhana or Surya Aradhana, then Paranga Surya Shiva Paranga. This experience we know, but we also have a right conclusion that this experience of sun rising and setting is not having any emotional problem in me. It is not having any psychological problem in me. We know that experience, let it continue about sun rise and set, but I have a right understanding about whether sun is rising or earth is rotating. We know that, and we continue to experience this continue to experiencing when the experience is false. When the experience is false, we continue to experience knowing that I have a different conclusion that sun doesn't rise and set. That conclusion only we give Argyana. Hopefully we are giving. After studying Saddarshanam, if Argya giving is also gone, then gone. இப்போதான் சந்தியாவந்தனம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிருக்கோம் 50 வயசுல. இப்போதான் அர்க்ய பாத்திரம் எடுத்திருக்கோம். இப்போ சத்தர்ஷனம் கேட்டா விட்டுடுறோம். நீங்க அப்படியல்ல whether Saddarshanam you understand or not, but don't give Sandhyavandanam. If you have to give, come to my side. That is the only option. Puja, Japa, Parayanam, Sandhyavandanam. If you have to give up totally, then welcome to my side. Or else, until then you have to continue everything in like minimum measure. So what I am telling is, experience of wrong experience continues. I am not bothered, but I have a different conclusion. Similarly here, with respect to body's pain, body's pleasure, hunger continues, pain continues, sickness continues. I run to medical shops or hospitals to take vaccine. That continues, but what happens? The experience the body goes, the pain that body goes, is not linked with the conclusion that I am not the body. Experience wise, yes, the pain is there. Why the pain is there? Why I conclude that I am the body? Because body is intimately close to me. This has made a wrong conclusion that I am the body and I need vaccination. It's a wrong conclusion. Experience is biological, conclusion is intellectual. Because every experience should have an intellectual process. Every experience should have an intellectual process to say what that experience is. So I am not bothered about sun rising or setting because I have a different conclusion. Similarly, with respect to the body goes through all kinds of pain. That is biological. Vedanta will not change my biological pain, but Vedanta will change the conclusion what I am having towards the body pain. I am not the body is the conclusion of the Vedanta, but I am the body is the experience, which is false. Because of the intimacy, I am not knowing. Dehatma bhava. One word is enough. Anala Swamiji, whatever you say, we agree. But அந்த வலிக்கும் போது வலிக்கும், அதை சொல்ல முடியாது. அது பெயின் ஆகಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. அது ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಹಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಸ್ಮಿ अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. If that pain, in Vedanta class, yes, there is no pain. But after that, there is pain. You should appreciate me. Means you are telling me, Swamiji, you should appreciate that earlier, 24 hours, I was worrying with pain, body pain or mind pain, something. But at least now 45 minutes, I don't have any pain. You're taking out that pain now in that 45 minutes. See the improvement. From tomorrow, what we will do, we'll have only class 24 hours. That becomes a bigger pain. That becomes a bigger pain. So experience never give importance to the biological pain. Not only pain, I'm telling. Any experience you are seeing, never give importance, because you have a different conclusion for each and every experience. That conclusion alone is correct because it is born out of intellect, proper understanding. Dehatma bhave nya jadau samanau. For a jnani and for an ajnani, Dehatma bhava is common. Here, Dehatma bhava means not jnani identifies. Even if he identifies, he knows that it is an experience. He knows that he has a different conclusion in his mind. He feels hunger. Yes, because he has to walk 14 kilometers. Girivalam. Doesn't he feel hunger or hungry? He will have water. No, he will not have water because water is a desire. If he has desire, don't drink water. Then what will happen? In this Thiruvannamalai area, if you don't drink water, ulcer will come. Everywhere, not only in mouth, everywhere will come. Fill up the blanks. Where all you fill up? Navadware. Navadware, Pure Dehi. Everywhere ulcer will come. வைத்தியக்காரர் மாதிரி பேசுவாங்க. தண்ணி குடிக்க கூடாது, ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கணும். ஞானி மீன்ஸ் செம்ம அப்நார்மாலிட்டி தான். he should show abnormality. ஒரு மாதிரி உட்காரணும் இல்லையா, ஒரு மாதிரி உட்காரணும், ஒரு மாதிரி பேசணும், எங்கோ பார்த்துட்டு பேசணும், as if entire prarabdha is on his head. This is another misunderstanding or conclusion. No, see how beautifully Ramana Maharshi himself has told, but we have misunderstood Ramana Maharshi through stories. We have not read his works, but through stories we have misunderstood him. Even I had spread this knowledge that he had this anesthesia because I had heard from somewhere, because none of his books was telling. When I read this, so what a mistake I did. Because if that experience was real, he would really not tell this kind of a shloka. He will not give this kind of a clarification. Controlling the pain is different level of sadhana. That is titiksha, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, which is required for Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. There also we have to control pain, but here he doesn't give reality to that pain, though the experience is there. Just as I don't give reality to sunrise and sunset, in and through seeing the rise and set, similarly, biological pain is going on, I don't give reality. If possible, if there is a titiksha, I will control the pain. I will not run to the hospital to take injection. I know everybody would have taken, but still I want to give injection to all of you. See the second line. Ekasya. Ekasya means for that one jnani. For that one jnani, Atma Dehe Deeptaha. Beautiful words. Atma Dehe Deeptaha. Dehe means body. Atma means that consciousness which is pervading the body. Deeptaha literally means shine. Kunwar, ennachpa? Are you undergoing pain? Because eyes were somewhere different. I thought you're undergoing pain and controlling. Experience is not real. I am not the body, so I am Atma. I thought you have started telling that. Anyways, Atma Dehe Deeptaha. Atma is that consciousness which is pervading the body. What I was telling is, Deeptaha literally means shining. Deepyate anena prakashate deeptaha. So here, what we can write is evident. Evident. This consciousness is evident throughout the body. But where exactly, he says, in the body, yes, it is pervading, but where exactly? Hridi. Hridi is equal to heart. Heart is equal to manaha, the mind. Remember Kena Upanishad, Pratibodha Viditam Matham. It is pervading entire the body and especially in the Hridi, the heart. As aham, aham, aham. I am, I am. Focus on this. Every vritti comes because of this aham vritti. All the idam vritti comes because of aham vritti. Don't carry it away with idam vritti. That aham vritti is the basis for idam vritti. Next line, third line. Deham jagascha akramya. Beautiful word. Remember 5 points or 5 features of consciousness. When he says Atma Dehe Deeptaha, body is not part, product, of property of the body. Conscious is not part, product, property of the body. Consciousness continues to exist, enlivens the body and pervades the body. Consciousness an independent entity which pervades the body. Same here. Deeptaha, pervades, enlivens, shines. Deham jagatcha akramya. Deha means this body, it pervades. Jagatcha, entire universe, this Atma pervades. When I say Atma, don't think as an object. I pervade. Akramya is a normal language. Even in Kannada, in Tamil also, I think this is there. Akramya. Akramana maduvudu andre no. Vyapya ityartha. Akramya is equal to Vyapya. It pervades the entire universe. It pervades my entire body. Envelops. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. It envelops. There Isha, Shankaracharya has told us Atma. Ishe iti eat. Napka irbeku. You have to start again Ishavasya. Martogire napsta ide. So akramya means vyapya. It remains as pervade. Means what? Remaining as pervading. That sentence is remaining as pervading. What? My body and the entire universe. So this is a matter of intellectual conclusion. This is a matter of understanding, but not experiencing. What? Atma experiencing. It is a matter of understanding. Atma cannot be experienced. Please. At least after reading Saddarshanam, if you again go and say Atma has to be experienced. Whenever you come and see me, there'll be one. Stick with me. Never say that. Even in the Jagrat Swapna Sushupti Avasthalayu helad beda. Even if you don't understand Vedanta, fine, but never say Atma has to be experienced. Ayyo, I will get pavam. And after I go, after the Sharira falls, when I go to Vaikuntha, Yamadwara, see, you have taught a wrong knowledge to all these people. Your students have dependent on you and you have taught wrong knowledge. So go back again. Tell the same thing. Don't tell that. Don't do that mistake. Atma can never be experienced, please. This is a matter of fact which has to be understood. Then what am I? He says Purnaha. What am I or where am I? Both you can put, because Jagat has been used. What am I? I is Deham. I am Purnaha. Inside the Deham, I am Purnaha. Where am I? All pervasive, Purnaha. Sarvagataha, all pervading, same. Purnaha here means contentment, truptihi ityarthaha. Sarvagataha means all pervading. Parasya meyam tanu matramatma. Fourth line. This knowledge is for the Jnani. Jnani is concluding. The third line is for Jnani's conclusion. That Dehatma Bhava is there as an experience, but I know I am not the body, but I am the Atma, is very evident in me, in Hridaya Akasha, in Hriday, and also I envelop the Sat and Chit in the entire universe. This is my conclusion. Sarvagataha, Purnaha. But whereas Parasya means for Ajnani, what happens? He feels Tanu Matram Atma. Tanu who means the body, Matra means only, Atma. He concludes that body is the Atma, as you and I, we are all concluding now. If I am the body, why do I need vaccination? Swamiji, accept this, you tell everything we accept. Don't haunt us every time with this. Over is over. Why are you brooding about the past? Yesterday only you told, past is also present. Don't talk about the past. Over. 4 weeks over. See, now that is why you were talking always about vaccination. Government has stopped putting injection. Now they have come with drops. No body injection now. From drops today onwards. You have to just, anyway, you will be doing like this in Dhyanam. Now also do this, put one drop. That's all. They know. So for an Ajnani, that is, we all are Ajnanis, I think. We call our body as Atma. Never do this mistake. Coming all through Sadarshanam, at least in the class, we should say, I am Atma. Whatever body pain or pressure it is happening, let it happen. I have a different conclusion. Mayam is there. Mayam means measurement. It is derived from the word root ma. Ma means to measure. How do we measure? Atma is 5 feet 7 inches, 68 kgs. Measurement. You add your height and weight. This is my weight and height. Mayam, Parasya Mayam. For other people, Ajnanis, Atma is the Sharira. But for an Ajnani, he just pervades as Sat. Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantar Gatam. Pashyannatmani Mayaya Bahirivod Bhutam Yatha Nidraya Yat Sakshat Kurute Prabodha Samaye. At Prabodha Samaye is Atmadehe Diptaha. Yat Sakshat Kurute Prabodha Samaye Swa Atmana Meva Avyayam. Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshina Murtaye. Connect Panano, connect Panada idella puriyum. Illa andre every text after keep on going. I should also talking on the same thing. Connect Panna, all the scriptures are telling the one and the same thing. Approach is different, methodology is different, the essence is one and the same. Next, we have read same thing. We'll just go through. Agnasya Vishwam Asti. For whom? Connect with the previous shloka. Parasya Tanu Deham Atma. Continue the same thing. Agnasya Vishwam Asti. Agnasya means for an Ajnani, an ignorant person. Vishwam Asti. Jagat is there. Why two shlokas talking about the same thing? Because emphasis, nothing else. There it was regard to body, now it is regard to Jagat. Body vandodane enak astitva Jagat mele vandodu maybe. Jagat is real. That is why he is clarifying. Agnasya Vishwam Asti. For ignorant person, this perceived universe is real, which is right in front of me. Whereas for a jnani, vignasya cha, for a wise person, what? Vishwamasti. Yes, for him also Vishwam is there. Just as for a jnani and ajnani, pain is common. Which pain? Biological pain is there. For even a jnani and ajnani, seeing the world continues. If jnani like Ramana Maharshi did not see the world as it is, what was need for him to do Girivalam? If Ishvara is Ahameva, then what was the need for him to do Girivalam every day 14 kilometers? Not only here, up. He was going up and down. Was he fat to reduce the belly? ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೌಪಿನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. What was the reason? Think. So it is there, but he is experiencing the world and yet know that there is no world. Experience the world and telling in the mind that there is no world. Experiencing sunrise and sunset at the same time telling sun doesn't exist, and sorry, sun doesn't rise or set. Vishwamasti. Then what is the difference between both of them? If both of them are experiencing the Jagat, what is the difference? He says, Purvasya Drushyam Jagat Yeva Satyam. Purvasya means for an ignorant person, the perceived universe is the reality. Whereas for a Jnani, Parasya Eka Drushyam Ashraya Bhutam. The only difference between a Jnani and Ajnani is Ashrayam. For a Jnani, Ahameva Ashrayaha, for Jagat and Ahankaraha. For a Ajnani, there is no Ashraya, only Ahankara and Jagat. Satyatva. Parasya Ekaha. Parasya here means Jnanihi. In the previous shloka, Parasya means Ajnanihi. Don't confuse here, because Purvasya goes to Ajnani, Parasya goes to Jnani. Parasya Eka Drusyaha. Drusyaha here means conclusion. Don't say again the perception. Parasya Eka Drusyaha Ashraya Bhutam. He is the substratum. Jnani as I, the capital I, is the substratum for Ahankara and Jagat. He is the Adhishthanam for the inert Jagat and inert Sharir also. What is the nature of that consciousness? Same as the previous shloka. Prapurnam, Prakashena Purnaha, complete. Purnam. After eating food, how are you? If somebody asks, Purnam. I am filled. My Madhya Pradesh is Purnam. It was round, it is round. Now, like tomato, it is round. Before the food, it is like brinjal. It is like brinjal. Swamiji, where all you say saw this kind of stomach we don't? I know. But this example, what I gave is correct. Imagine after the class, what I have told is. Anyways, Prapurnam, complete. That Jnani feels that he is complete. Arupam. There is no attribute for a Jnani. Arupam means Jnani, when I am talking, don't think as a person. That consciousness, which is formless, attributeless. And that Arupam is Satyam Pravibhatya. It is the truth. Consciousness alone is truth. And Pravibhatya means Deeptaha. It is ever shining. Ever shining means ever evident. For Jnani means Jnani only sees consciousness in himself, in everywhere, as only one. When I say himself and outside, not two. He alone is, consciousness alone is. Yet the experience of duality is continuing, but he knows duality is Mithya, Advaitam, non-duality is Satyam. Duality to non-duality is Moksha. This is what these two shlokas say. Then if you ask, there is a diamond, there is a stone. Just to give one more example in perceptual change. Perception doesn't change. After Jnanam, I continue to see diamond as diamond, stone as stone. Because this also many people does a mistake. Because we have heard in books that after Jnanam, you should see stone as stone, diamond as stone. How is it possible? Tell me. How is it possible? Somebody tells like that, ask him whether he or she has a diamond. Take that diamond and give one kutu on the head. I continue to see diamond as diamond, stone as stone. There is internal vairagya, internal jnanam. That astitva for both diamond and stone does not change in my knowledge. Perception wise, yes, it is 7 carat or 8 carat, no problem. Duality I am seeing, yet having the Advaita Bhava inside my mind. This is Jnanam. Om Sham Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutam Gamaya Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.